Good thinking.
Yeah. So we're going to be little unicorns tonight and use our third eye, which is the sixth chakra. It starts in between the eyes, like where your eye corner is, and then comes up to the middle of your forehead, at least on the front. And then I think I can show you where it shows up from the side. Let me just show you this picture if I can get it in close enough. You see this yellow circle here? It's right behind the eyes. Can you see that okay? Yes, okay. That's where it's at. It's right in the middle of your head, basically, but it's very close to the pituitary gland as well, which is your crown chakra. But the qualities of the third eye, the sixth chakra, Ajna, are understanding, insight, reflection, and occult knowledge. Occult just means hidden. Doesn't mean anything woo-woo or dangerous. It's just what's hidden. So those are the key words for this chakra. Pessimism, a confused mind, and shutting one's eyes to the lessons of life show that the chakra is out of balance. Clear-sightedness, intuition, and premonition demonstrate its openness. The center of the sixth chakra lies somewhat above the point where the two eyebrows meet. Its area extends from the inner corner of the eye to the center of the forehead. Danielle's having technical difficulties. So, and it's interesting that it mentions clear-sightedness, intuition, which is something non-physical. We can't see it. We can see results of it and we can sense it. It is a sensing, but premonition. So a lot of people think that premonition is specific to only people that have visions or dreams, and everybody can have premonition. All right. So that's what we're going to be working with tonight. And we'll do some things to stimulate it and see where we can go with that. All right. So we'll start with centering, seated in easy pose, unless you prefer half or full lotus. Now, so that your energy can flow freely up to your third eye, you want to lift in your spine. I know you've heard that before, right? So just reaching up through your crown. Now, the mudra for intuition is your thumb and long finger, your middle finger. So if you'd like to bring your hands into the mudra, then you're welcome to. There's Danielle. So I'm just going to open the door for her. There we go. Welcome back, Danielle.
Hi, sorry, technical difficulties.
That's okay. I understand. I think everybody understands that one. So we just went over the qualities of the third eye. So maybe after I load this up onto YouTube, if you are interested, you could give a listen to the first 5 minutes. But we'll be going through working with the third eye, Ajna Chakra. So bringing hands, if you wish to use a mudra, your thumb and long finger, which stimulates your third eye. Okay, sitting tall. And for today, this is not something that you must do or need to do, but we're going to explore with it, closing your eyes and looking up, which essentially is towards your third eye and can stimulate it. Now, I've heard controversial things about the benefit of this. Some say it just makes the energy flow around, but some others say that it really stimulates it. So you can determine how it is for you. Just explore it. So holding your eyelids closed and look up towards your chakra there, between your eyes or up in the center of your forehead. Just as part of our centering today. So if this starts to feel uncomfortable for you, I recommend, and what I normally do is just look forward, look straight ahead. I don't take my eyes up so far. And I have visions and stimulate my chakra. So that's an option for you if you start to feel uncomfortable and still want to work with the Ajna chakra. I do start to see things, visions when I look up. I'm seeing a lotus flower right now. Must be Pat's influence. She has lilies and lotus flowers all over her pond. So, but sometimes the muscles around the eyes, you want to pull your eyes back down a little bit. So from here, focus on your breath. And a little exercise to do with this third eye, which we have done this before, but it's probably been maybe a month or so. But imagine light. It can be golden or silver, whichever you prefer. Bring it in through the crown of your head to that point where I showed you from the side, that yellow circle, the center where the pineal gland is. So bring the energy in to that area and then push it out through your third eye. Just push it forward. So as you inhale, breathe the energy in. As you exhale, push the energy forward. So it makes kind of an L shape. So you breathe it in through your crown to your pineal gland and push it out through your third eye. Just notice any changes in your sensing or your visual. Because I'm seeing really, really bright white light. Okay, so let's just let go of that part for now and check in with the rest of ourselves. That kind of helps to center us. But just start to notice the sensations around your body. If you have any tight areas, maybe you have areas where you just feel so good. And you might have areas that feel like they need some help today. Maybe you had to sit at your desk a lot or something like that. Now we're going to try a few things with this emphasis or this attention to the third eye. But for now, we'll attune to our breath, but we'll intend for any areas that have been tight or challenging. We're going to be bringing light into them, and I'll show you how we'll do that. But for now, we'll just breathe. So just breathing, palms together and up overhead. Exhale out like we very frequently do. Make it a long exhale. And one more round. Breathing up. Exhale down. And just open your eyes for a moment and kind of move them around. Just kind of loosen up the eye muscles a little bit. Maybe make some circles with your eyes. And then diagonals. All right. So start with our shoulders, just circling around to loosen up. Reverse. Breathe them up and exhale them down. Okay. And then bring your arms around behind you and we'll stretch our arms away, opening the shoulders and the chest. Lift your chin and press neck and shoulders together. And then come out of that stretch, take in a breath. Exhale and contract. Press your arms away, lift your chin. And then come back with just bringing your arms to your palms on your knees or thighs. And then take your head side to side. Just really stretch, loosen. All right. Then just let your chin down towards your chest and breathe as you lift it back up. Take your head back. Stretch your throat up. Lift your chin, stimulating your throat chakra. And down and up. All right. Now, just as a little bit more loosening for the neck, imagine you have a paintbrush on your nose. Okay. And just start to circle that paintbrush like you're painting a target on the wall across from you. But let your circles get bigger, spiraling around. Bigger and bigger until your chin slides across your chest and your paintbrush is now painting the ceiling. One more with that big circle. And now we'll reverse and come back. Bringing your circles smaller from where we started. Now, some people report that this makes them dizzy. If it makes you dizzy, just loosen up your neck however you want to do. And letting your circles get smaller and smaller and smaller until you're making that pin dot right across from you. Okay. Now, further using your imagination, we've been talking about the third eye, and we brought that light in through the crown and then brought it out in front of us from our third eye. So just imagine that light as your unicorn horn. We'll be little unicorns tonight. So imagine that you have that light, like your unicorn horn is made of light and it's bright and strong. And then lower your chin down to your chest. And we're going to use that unicorn horn, that light, and just take your head side to side like a pendulum. Starting out just causing the move to happen. And see that light cleansing the energy around your body. Now, as your neck gets a little looser, start to swing your neck and just let it come down, let it go, swing, swing. And one more pendulum to each side. And then just come back to center. Loosen up in your shoulders once again. All right. right. And just bring your arms up and give a stretch. Reach. Just reach one arm up and then the other. Reach. And then both. Lift up and look up. And just bring palms together and lower in front of your heart. Okay. Lean back and stretch out your legs. Unfold and shake out your legs. Windshield wipers. And circle around in your ankles. And reverse. And then sitting tall on your sit bones, press the back of your legs against your mat and flex your feet, lifting through your crown and point your toes. Flex and point. And then squeezing and stretching your toes out. It's always good to give your feet some attention. And then just bringing hands behind you. We'll work with our knees and hips. Just separate your feet and take your knees over to each side. And give your hips a little massage there. Okay. And swing your legs around to the back. Come into your puppy stretch. Lengthen your spine. And then come up into table pose. All right. Just lift your feet, circle around in your ankles, and then let your right foot rest on the floor and take your left leg back, ball of the foot on the floor, and just press down on it as you press your heel away. Okay, now lift your leg parallel to the floor, take in a breath. Exhale, knee to nose. Just bring it in. Inhale, take it out. Just some more warm ups. Inhale, exhale it out. Take it out. Bring the ball down. And just lift up into plank for a moment. And then bring your left knee down onto the mat. Circle around in your ankle. And then press through your heel. And now just lift your leg up parallel to the floor, taking a breath. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale out. Exhale. Inhale out. Exhale. And bring the ball of your foot back onto the floor. And then bring your knee back in. Okay. So we'll come into our plank pose here, just the usual plank. Just a few little pumps with your arms, little ones or big ones, whatever feels right for you today. Contract in your core. Okay. And come back into your puppy stretch. Reach, just spider walk your fingers forward. Press down in your shoulders a little bit. And come back up. Come into your plank. And I've been each week giving you a little bit more of the work with your arms. So come into your plank, separate your feet a little bit wider than usual, a little bit wider than your hips, but not necessarily as wide as your mat. Okay, so press down on your right palm and take your left arm out to the side. Hold. Bring it back down. Get comfortable. And take your right arm out. And bring it down. Come back into your puppy. Stretch it out a little bit. If you need to circle around in your wrist, just bend your elbows and circle. Bend your fingers. And then come back up. Separate your feet. Press down on your right palm. Lift your left arm. And back onto the floor. Other side. Remember to breathe. Keep your breath flowing. Breathing is required. And then bring it back down. Now from here, what I'm going to give you is a little jump. So make sure your hands are a little bit wide. Bend your knees, pull your hips back, and just hop your feet in towards your hands. They don't have to come all the way in. If they do, that's great. If they don't, that's great. Now press on your hands, lift your hips a little bit, and hop your feet back out. Breathe. Pull back. And hop in. Lift your hips. Breathe. And hop out. All right. Now, downward facing dog. That's nice after hopping, right? All right. Hip side to side. Press your heels down. So your puppy has grown up into your downward facing dog. All right. And lift your left leg up. Bend your knee and bring your foot through in between your hands into sun pose. Ajna, Ajna I could never pronounce that one. Okay. Lift up, press down on your hands, take your leg back, downward facing dog. And lift your right leg up. Bend your knee, take your leg through, in between, whoops, Don't get stuck on the floor. Stub your toe. And relax down into your sun pose. Lift your chin, looking up towards the sun. All right. One more downward facing dog for now. And then just walk your feet in towards your hands. Come into your ragdoll. If you wish, you can bend your knees to open the low back and stretch it out. You can bend and straighten. Okay, now for some fun. Arms out to the side, just soften your knees and press up into Tadasana. Just reach up nice and tall. A little back bend or salute. And come back to center. All right. Bend your fingers, circle in your wrists. Separate your feet and swing in a standing twist. Now imagine that third eye. Excuse me. And I'm going to have to get some water here. Just imagine your third eye, bright and shining. As you are in your twist. So you're cleansing this whole area around your body. Okay? All right, now coming towards the front end of your mat. Bring palms in, take a breath. Soften your knees, reach your left leg back into warrior one. Okay. Take a breath and lift your arms up overhead. You can separate your hands or you can keep them together, whatever feels best. But front knee over the ankle, back leg press through your heel, straight leg. Lift your heart up. Good. Now just bend your back knee and straighten. Not to the floor, just a pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Front knee stays in place. Pulse, pulse. Then press, stretching in all directions. Fingertips up, crown lifted. Back heel pressing away. Front knee pressing forward. And bring your palms in. Inhale, pull back. Step it in. All right. Other side. Take in your breath. Soften your knees. Reach your right leg back into warrior one. Reach it up. Now the back leg is straight for now. So press firmly through that back heel. Reach through your fingertips. Lift your heart center. Now, pulsing with the back leg. Soften the knee, straighten the knee. Soft, straight. soft, straight, soft, straight. Then reach, lower down into your full expression of Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. And now bring your palms in, take in a breath, pull back, and step it in. Ah, yay. All right, and then release. Okay. So coming back towards the back end of your mat, bend your knees, walk your hands forward into downward facing dog. Now come forward. We want to get a little stretch for our low back. Come on to the tops of your feet and into upward facing dog. Roll up and over your toes, down dog. And up dog. And down dog. Step your feet halfway in between your feet and your hands. So just part way. Feet hip width apart. We're going to come into chair pose. Arms out to the side, lower your hips, lift your crown, arms overhead, knees over the center line of your foot. Reach and close your eyes, look up using your third eye. And then open your eyes, push the floor away, bring palms in, come forward on your mat, taking a breath. Soften your knees, left leg back into warrior 1. Okay. Now let your arms be loose, because what we're going to do is a kick. So you have your right knee forward, so bring your left arm forward, and you're going to push off and kick, back, kick, back, just at your own pace, just some kicks from warrior 1. Use your arms. One more kick and back. Yay! Come to the front of your mat. Take your right leg back into warrior 1. Get your balance. Loosen your arms. Pull back with the front leg. Kick the back knee forward. Up and back. Up and back. Up and back. Up and back. Back to warrior 1. Up and back. Up and back. One more. Up and back. Step it in. Palms together. Close your eyes. Notice your breath, your pace, your heartbeat. If you have your thumbs on your sternum, can you feel your heart beating underneath there? Close your eyes and look up. Now, Open your eyes. Step your left leg back into warrior one. Bring the foot down and straighten the front knee. You can place your hands on your hips or hold your wrists behind you. We're just going to come in for head to knee. But imagine your third eye, that unicorn horn, all that light coming down and cleansing, energizing as you come down head to knee. And then leg remains straight. Press down in both feet and lift back up. Bend the front knee, then pull back and step it in, and just switch your legs into warrior one. Get all situated and aligned. Bring the back foot down and straighten the front knee. Lift up through your crown. Exhale, hinge forward in your hips, and just bring that unicorn horn down. Your third eye, light over your knee, head to knee. Press down on your feet and lift up. Good. Just soften the front knee, pull back, inhale, and step it in on the exhale, and bring palms back in together. Good job. Now a little twist on the floor. So come down sitting. Let's do our knee down twist. Just come all the way down onto your back. Starting with your right leg straight, left knee bent, or if you're already started on the other side, that's fine. But you want to be on the side of your hip as much as you can. Arms out to the side, palms up or down. And let your knee relax down towards the floor. Both shoulders remain on the floor. Let the weight of your leg bring you into your twist. Your head is also turning away from the bent knee. I didn't mention that. I know you know it, but just for anybody who watches later on that might not know. Now, place your bent knee foot on your other knee. So your left foot will be on your right knee. And just come over onto your side. Take your right arm up overhead and roll all the way onto your side. You can use that arm, that right arm, for a pillow. And then reach for your ankle on that left leg. Pull the heel into your hip and give yourself a nice stretch in your thigh. It's like a reclining dancer's pose. Keep your hips pointing forward. And release. Roll onto your back. And switch your legs for the other side. Come onto your left hip. Stretch out your left leg. Right knee comes up and over, head goes opposite the bent knee. Relaxing into your twist. Now bringing your left arm up under your head, just roll onto your side, onto your left side, and you can bring your bent knee foot onto the knee and then just reach for that ankle and come into your thigh stretch. Try to keep your hips pointing level forward and draw the knee back. And then release and roll down onto your back, preparing for Shavasana. Relaxing down. Now, just a little exercise, tiny one, to explore, experience your intuition. Just ask yourself a question. Bringing the light in through your crown and out through your third eye. One of the all-time favorites questions is, who am I? You don't have to go that big. But ask your divine self, your intuitive self, a question. And then wait for an answer without any judgment or requirement, no expectation. Just listen. Sometimes, what do I need to know in this moment? How can I most align with my soul's purpose? And when you're ready, just let it go and relax more and more deeply. Now start to work with the light for a couple of rounds. Just breathing the light in through your crown and out through your third eye, your Ajna Chakra. And then start to become aware of the sounds in the room and the firm support the floor gives you, representing earth energy, your heartbeat, and start to bring some little moves into your hands and feet. Eventually, slide your feet together, draw your knees up, and give your legs a big hug, stretching, and then eventually come up into sitting. If you like, you can bring your hands into mudra for intuition. And know that you can trust your intuition. Some people call it the gut. Yeah, however you experience that. And then bringing palms into prayer hands. So may you enjoy a peaceful night, strong intuition guiding you, and a great connection to the Creator and Source. The mantra for Ajna is Om, and I meant to chant Om a few times, but I forgot. So I guess we're just on to Namaste. Namaste, everybody. We'll do Om another time, or you can do it later at your leisure.